All right, welcome back to the Crypto ZX channel. You guys know what time it is. We're going to be talking about none other than XRP. So let's start off by looking at SBI Holdings market valuation. How much is SBI Holdings really worth? 1.08 trillion, and of course Japanese currency, which is equivalent to, if you're looking at American dollars, about 153 billion dollars. And now you guys are probably confused and scratching your head. Who cares? The SBI holding is old news, and exciting news, of course. Massive news. But why am I specifically bringing it in this topic? I will tell you guys that. So of course, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Let's start off by taking a look at what's happening with the broader market going into Friday morning. Looking at the broader market, majority of the market is still in red. A few handful coins are actually in green, but majority of the market is seeing a little bit of a retracement due to the fact that we have seen quite a bit of volatility within the price of Bitcoin recently. And I know a lot of people are getting tired of this, but what can you do? This is crypto, and that's just part of the game. And some analysts now, in the crypto space are talking that, we're going to see manipulation like this occurring all the way until, leading to the, election itself. And speaking about the election itself, as you guys know, it could go either way. It could go either way. And, if it goes one way, it's going to be great for the markets, as we know. And if it goes another way, it could be a disaster. So with that said, now there's of course a chance of it going 50-50. There's still a lot of panic, believe it or not, within the markets. And we speak about that super cycle, right? We speak about super cycle this, super cycle that. So if the market is going to stay stagnant leading up to the election, and of course, we're just projecting this, if that does happen, if we don't see Bitcoin actually retesting 70K or even an all-time high until the election is over, could that really mean that it's either lights out completely for crypto, or is it just game on and the super cycle really begins? Because of course we have seen quite a stagnant market over the course of the last 3 to 4 months now, almost 5 months to be honest. But let's take a closer look and see what's happening with XRP. Before I do that, as always, just a quick disclaimer: anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. So XRP's price is 56.4 cents. It is down about 1.6%, obviously in USD and Bitcoin comparative. Market cap at about 31.7 billion, and the 24-hour trading volume is at about 1.1 billion dollars. But we'll touch base on the price, a little later. I want to kind of talk about this specific thing, and then I'm going to share why I brought SBI Holdings at the beginning. So, XRP's futures bullish mark. And before I start, as you guys know, I'm totally against futures market, but the interest in the futures market can kind of indicate as to what investors are feeling. So look what it says. It says, it is worth noting that the total open interest is worth 424.2 million, with perp contracts taking the bulk of the funds worth 421.1 million. However, that there was an uptick in the futures contract is an indication of a positive twist that might spell positivity for the coin itself. There are numbers of different positive growth indicators for XRP, especially as concerns its Ripple featured ecosystem. As we know, the XRPL ledger. The blockchain payment firm has hinted at plans to launch a stable coin, which is being tested to complement the role of XRP in its cross-border settlement business. While there are no defined launch dates yet, Ripple has made significant moves regarding the stablecoin in the past few weeks. Besides minting about 200 RLUSD on both the XRP ledger and Ethereum in its first ever test run, the firm has also burnt about $185 worth of stablecoin as reported earlier. And again, you guys are probably like scratching your head like, wait, why is the coins being burned? Guys, this is where you need to learn how stable coins work. When you are using stable coins to interact, when you're sending these cross-border payments, the mechanism is built in a way where you do see these coins being burnt eventually. So they're testing. Testing is occurring right now, and on top of that, massive partnerships, announcements, developments are occurring. And that's what excites me a lot about, Ripple's future. And, XRP itself, of course, there's a lot of people that are obviously, hesitant that, if RLUSD gets launched, is XRP even going to be used? I think it's going to be a, huge, role player for the XRP ledger. I think the native token will play a huge role despite RLUSD coming aboard. And on top of that, of course, the speculation regarding this asset is going to increase, and again, maybe regulatory environment is going to get much better, a potential ETF. So if you look at it from that standpoint, and no appeal, or this lawsuit comes to an end for good, things make more sense. Hence, you're talking about it. If things did not make sense, I would not be making a video on this. As you guys know, I don't talk about unrealistic price predictions, unrealistic stuff. This is realistic stuff that's actually occurring right now. And these massive institutions that are partnering, they're going to be more open to actually use the stable coin itself, rather than the XRP's price. But believe it or not, I know the XRP moon boys are going to say, well, XRP is going to get implemented. No, if RLUSD is implemented as a stable coin and a lot of these massive entities start using it, guess what's going to happen? They're more willing to use the XRP ledger. And again, for liquidity purposes, most of these entities, I believe, will require to have XRP token, and maybe not massive amounts, but still hold it. And of course, that itself is where the speculation portion comes into play. But again, one step at a time. Of course, let's continue to take a look at the main thing that I wanted to discuss with you guys. So Ripple posted this just a few hours ago. You could see Ripple was out in full force at WebEx Asia. SVP Ripple XDev Marcus took the stage discussing the growing opportunity for traditional finance with real-world assets tokenization, which I've been speaking about over the course of the last few months as to how important tokenization for real-world assets is. Tokenization is going to change the game, and XRP ledger, the platform itself, is made. It's the pivotal moment for the XRP ledger, for these massive entities that are actually partnering with the Ripple, and of course trying to use the XRP ledger. It's a pivotal moment because they can actually launch their real world assets, whether it's like banking sector, a real estate sector, you name it. They can tokenize it on the XRP ledger, and this is where the excitement portion comes into play, aside from just the cross-border payments. And you can see, and we're honored to have, now this is where things get interesting, and we're honored to have SBI Holdings CEO and chairman. Oh yeah, guys, this is not no bogus news. This is not no unauthorized news. This is coming right from Ripple, and you can see SBI Holdings CEO and chairman Yoshikata Kaitao stop by the Ripple booth. Next up, Korea Blockchain Week. And you can see our good old friend Marcus standing in a one picture with none other than the SBI Holdings CEO right there. And we speak about, SBI Holdings this, SBI Holdings that. If you understand what SBI Holdings, it controls the major banks in Japan. And now them testing, and again, it is a testing phase, of course, the XRP ledger. And speaking about testing, there are actually some banks, I think from 2018 or 19, correct me the exact date, that actually have already been doing it since then. But it's just getting to another level. And now that the stable coins are at talks, the likes of BlackRock, talking about tokenization of real world assets changes the game, right? Changes the entire landscape. And this is what we've been discussing over the channel over the course of the last few months, and this is the exciting factor. But of course, at the end of the day, time is going to tell. Let's take a look at what's happening with the price briefly. So, as far as Bitcoin dominance is concerned, going into Friday morning, still pretty much on the verge of breaking towards a new yearly high. Bitcoin itself, still finding its way to try to get back above that psychological key resistance at 60K. Obviously, it's having a hard time doing so right now. We did see a wick yesterday all the way up to 61K, but obviously never managed to stay above there. So you can see a lot of volatility occurring for Bitcoin. But as far as XRP's price is concerned, I'm very impressed that, it's still ranging within this level. We actually did see a reclaim back above this key resistance. You guys know the importance of it. But in the grand scheme of things, it's pretty much ranging right at the neckline of this resistance itself. So let me know down below what you guys think, what excites you the most, and let me know about what you think about this specific news. And let me also know in the comments what excites you the most about XRP's future. Love each and every one of you guys. We'll see you tomorrow with Crypto ZX, and peace out.